All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Link to the Cure. We have our own special block to myself, as y'all are gonna be stuck with me for 3 hours with 3 games back to back. So I hope you all are strapped in for that. We're gonna be starting off the block with Link's Awakening Deluxe, and today I am joined with.
Yo, what up? Yeah, it's Ryan Ford. Haven't run for a Link to the Cure in a while, but if you've caught some of the older ones, probably.
I mean, it's been a while since we've had a Link to the Cure marathon, and so happy to see this marathon back live again. So I think I'm ready to go. So let's go ahead and get started. All
right, let me count you down then.
Oh, you want to do the count? All right.
All right, from 3. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
All right, good luck.
Thank you. Okay, so the category I am running is any percent no wrong warp out of bounds and no save and quit. It's basically similar to A Link to the Past, where their main category is no major glitches. It's basically no major glitches with Link's Awakening, where you go through the game without doing any major sequence breaks, while still showing off some really cool tricks that define Link's Awakening as a speedrun. With the added restriction of no saving quitting as a bit of a throwback to the original category when this game started to develop as a speedrun during the SDA era. We're gonna be this is gonna be a optimization right away, where I'm gonna pick up the sword during the owl cutscene, and it saves about a few frames. Where I just hold my shield out while this owl is talking to me and extends Link's hitbox by a few pixels. That way I can grab the sword before the owl flies away. And then after that, we'll be on our way to the forest, where our first major trick is coming up. So yeah, we'll see what happens from there. Is Ryan there? Oh boy. Alright, so anyway, okay, so we're going to go to, Mysterious Woods, and, so our first major trick is coming up, right off the bat. So normally, you're supposed to go to the end of the forest, grab a toadstool, and then turn it into magic powder. But there is a major trick where I'm going to do a damage boost over a pit and get the tail key right away. And that saves having to go through this forest the normal way. Otherwise, normally to go through this forest, it's like a bit of a puzzle to go through it. And doing this trick will skip having to do that puzzle.
Okay, can you hear me? Or
Yeah, there you go. Now I can hear you.
oh shoot, okay. Oh, I guess I had a disconnect or something.
Alright, so here we go. Oh, turn around just as I bumped into him. I'm trying to bump into this moblin in place here. That way he can, he's in the right spot for when he faces up. And he is not cooperating with me. This is unfortunately a pretty big reset point when grinding attempts. So
yeah, sir. Yeah, this is probably one of the more annoying parts of the RNG in the run. Fortunately, it's like near the beginning, but
yeah,
it's crazy because like getting a 1-up movement is like a 1 in 4 chance, and you know when it goes every way.
There we go.
Up. Nice.
All right. So another trick coming up right here. Hopefully, I can get this one. I am not sure if this will work. We'll see. Come on.
Yeah, that should work.
Okay, there we go. All right. So by opening the save menu, the frame after I open up the chest, then I have just enough time to leave the screen before the owl talks to me. I do have to not enter that screen ever again, because the owl will still be there. All right, so we got the. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Alright, let's continue, shall we? Okay, Okay, so now that we got the tail key, we're going to now we're going to go to the trendy game and play the trendy game and get magic powder from it. Normally you're supposed to get the Yoshi doll, but we are actually not going to do that, and there's a very good reason as to why we're not going to get that, which we'll explain later. So now that we got the magic powder, we're going to do a bit of shopping. We're going to get the shovel here. It's 200 rupees. We don't have it, but we're going to walk away with it.
Yeah,
and,
flashing lights warning here too.
Yeah, flashing lights warning. Oh my gosh, I'm dead.
Oh no!
I just can't beat him.
Yeah, strongest boss in the game.
Yeah. Undefeatable.
It actually gives you boss music too.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna buy a couple bombs, and then we're going to get the bow here. It's 980 rupees. Obviously, we do not have that, so we're gonna walk away with it. Alright, so now we are going to go to the first dungeon, so let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Alright, so on our way to the first dungeon, this would be a good time to talk about Piece of Power, so do you want to take care of that?
Because after you get 30 kills... Oh, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Okay, yeah. Hopefully I'm not having connection issues, but we'll see. Yeah, so after 30 kills on enemies, then without a save and quit, or without dying, then you can then you'll get a piece of power drop, and it increases your Link's movement speed by 25%, and doubles his sword damage, and has a knockback effect, which usually is not good, but kind of just deal with it. But getting the kills ready, we want to get a piece of power ideally in dungeon 2, 3, and 5 for this category.
Yeah,
since,
and 6.
We never save and quit. Oh yeah, 6 too. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 2, 3, 6, 5 in that order. They're trying to get it.
Mm.
Yeah. So, not sure what strat you're about to go for the. Oh, okay. That was pretty safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the feather. So, yeah, this is also the most broken item in most of the no out of bounds categories, because M10's gonna be able to do a trick called super jump, where if you're clipped into a wall that has a ledge, and conveniently all the dungeon walls pretty much all have ledges, so Link can clip into walls up to 3 pixels, and if you're at least 1 pixel clipped, you can if you're facing away from the wall when you're jumping with the feather, then the game thinks Link is jumping off of a ledge, and when jumping off ledges, Link is intangible as well, so he'll pass through this key block that you can get through without using your key. So saving 1 there. And able to get the Nightmare Key early in this instance, so... so Nightmare Key is the boss keys for this game. Getting to see that the bow is really broken there as well. You can kill the mini-boss in 2 hits, and pretty much one-shotting all the enemies here.
Yeah.
And Moldorm, even though he made it look easy, it's
yeah, that's actually a pretty hard boss. So yeah, the beginning of the run is pretty brutal right away.
Yep. It does 1 whole heart of damage when you have only 3 at most getting into the fight, and then the room is pretty small because of all the pit tiles, and you fall into an underground section if you fall into the pit, and it can lose upwards of 10 seconds if you get knocked into the pit, or clank into him with your sword and get pushed back into a pit or something like that.
Yeah.
And then reacting to his RNG as well for how he moves on top of that is makes it pretty tough, and yeah, volatile throughout for different runs.
Mm.
Yeah. Also, oh, actually, do you want to talk about the skipping the text here?
Yeah. So I'm Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so on every any version except for English, if you on certain text boxes can be canceled by simply pressing B, which is but we play on Japanese because Japanese has the fewest amount of text out of all the languages in this game.
Yeah, I actually forget how much time it saves per category.
Okay, that's a little bit unlucky.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I'm having connection issues again, so I can't see anything besides the white screen after the acorn.
Oh, really?
At the moment.
Dang. Okay.
Oh, I'm still on the call. I'm surprised.
Well,
I guess
yeah.
it's just the
Well, yeah,
video
you are.
lagging.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that might have been on my end, but
I may have to, I'm gonna try resetting Discord at the end of this dungeon, or at the end of the next dungeon. Well, like whenever I can. So maybe hopefully that'll fix it. But yeah. So unfortunately, the acorn spawned at a pretty inconvenient spot while I was fighting the moblins. So that's one of the risky things about trying to route in kills is the Guardian Acorn spawns more often than Piece of Power because for Guardian Acorn to spawn, you need to kill 12 enemies without getting hit, which is pretty easy to do a lot of the time.
Yep. And then, yeah, when he did the spin slash, the sword, like, barely reached the acorn and ended up picking it up because of that. Nice piece of power here.
Yeah, so there's the piece of power right there, and I opened the pause menu there in order to skip the text.
Yep.
Which we opened up the pause menu quite a lot, as you can see right there, in order to open up chests, to skip the text from whenever you get an item from a chest. So.
Yep.
You do a lot of pause in this game.
Yeah, that piece of power drop, where you got it was the most optimal place to get it as well. So we're like right on track for your kill count, which was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes if you're ahead of kills, then you'll end up not getting it in the dungeon, and if you're behind, then you might end up getting it later, depending on what enemy you kill and stuff like that. So yeah, cleaning up that mini boss real quick too. So yeah, because the bow, you're kind of meant to have it around like, I don't know, dungeon 5 or maybe later than that. So it's really strong for the early game. And there's a ghost skip, so you can push the ghosts out of the room by jumping over them and baiting them to the edge of the room, and then shooting an arrow to hit them both. Or alternatively, you can use your sword for a slightly different setup, but it's like almost the same. And then this room here, I've casually heard a lot of people complain about like not knowing what a Pole's voice is, but you have to kill those enemies in that specific order that M-Chan killed them to get the Nightmare Key. And there's a hint saying to defeat the Pole's voice, then the Keese, and then the Stalfos. So, yeah, you have to kill those three in that order. You can get trolled by the enemy RNG, like if the Stalfos keeps trying to block your way or something. Alright, you're gonna have to take it from here, because the game capture froze for me again.
Okay. Yeah, so the coming up is the Genie quick kill, or at least we're gonna try and skip it. So normally there's 3 phases to this first phase, where you have to throw the pot into the wall 3 times. Oh, this is really not good. All right, I'm gonna have to not do the quick kill because this is yeah. Okay.
Oh, I can't even see what's happening either.
Yeah, so if that went well, then I would have shot then the bomb that I placed would have hit Genie into me, and then as he launches into me, then I would shoot a bomb arrow, and I was very likely to get hit, which is why I had to play it safe there.
Alright, hopefully this works well. I can see the game now. Yeah, I was trying to pull up the stream VOD to make up for it, but then I was stuck in ads for like a minute, so...
All right, so now that with the second dungeon completed, now we're going to go into the third dungeon. As we get into the third dungeon, normally we have to go to Candle Castle, which is like a 7-minute detour. But we're gonna be doing a trick that skips going to Candle Castle called Villa Skip.
Yep. So yeah, this I can take over for. Yeah, the Villa Skip is so it's frame rule based. How long it takes for you to fall into a pit, but you can cancel falling into the pit here by pausing on the same frame where you would.
Nice, second try.
Hear the sound. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've heard that average is like 4th try, but yeah, you lose about 2 seconds per extra pause that you have to do, and you can't really like manipulate how long it takes for you to fall into the pit. So
yeah, because this game has something called the global frame roll, and you can't keep track of that in real time.
Yep. So yeah, getting second try.
Yeah, and there's also a few other factors where the global frame roll comes into play. Like whenever a key falls down, you have a 50% chance of catching it. So.
Oh yeah. Forgot to mention that during Dungeon 2 when that came up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can save or lose a quarter of a second, depending on if Link instantly catches the key when it falls on him, or it might fall through him and bounce once, and then he'll catch it the second time that it falls on him after the bounce. And yeah, you just randomly just save like 2.25 seconds or lose that much. And can't really control it. So yeah, no, M-Chan has a pretty high kill count here, so probably gonna end up getting a piece of power in about 2 to 3 rooms from here.
Yeah, usually I like to have it in the penguin room.
Yeah, so it's so keeping it the same as
Oh, I got the acorn instead. That's okay.
Oh, good thing I didn't override the piece of power, otherwise it'd be really obnoxious. So big trick here. You got a Dodongo skip.
Okay, good.
So with super jumping, you can super jump and clank your sword if you're fast enough with the right Dodongo snake, and skip using like 2 keys in that part of the dungeon. Since this is a key cavern, and the gimmick is that it's supposed to go to a bunch of rooms and get keys, and then there's that square in the center of this area that has 4 key blocks, but you're gonna end up skipping like 2 of them. But yeah, got the boots.
Oh, that one was close. I almost soft locked there.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, if you're late by enough, then you'll end up getting stuck in the block, and then you'll end up being soft locked. And normally you have to save and quit to get out, but
yeah, this is no save and quit
category.
Yeah.
So like a normal RTA run, then yeah, that
would definitely be a reset.
Yeah, in other categories, it's like, well, you could save and quit and at least just take a big time loss, but in this category, it's just run over. But yeah, excellent job on that boss. With Slime Eye plus using a piece of power to do extra damage, then yeah, you can after they split up, you can kill them in like 2 hits each, and additionally, when you're splitting the Slime Eye, because of the extra knockback and extra hit stun when you're hitting them, depending on frame rules, sometimes the Slime Eye like won't split up when you're hitting him with your sword, and you can just waste a lot of time occasionally. Fortunately, that didn't happen here. But...
Yeah. So the run's been pretty straightforward so far, but we're actually going to go straight to the 6th dungeon. You might be wondering how we're going to do that. Well, you'll see.
Yep. Speedrunners not knowing how to count.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 6.
Yeah, this game is generally a very linear game, but with these added tricks, we're able to kind of go in a bit of a non-linear route in this point of the run. This also means that because of how many hearts I have right now, this is the hardest part of the run.
Yeah, because You're gonna start taking like full heart of damage or more from a lot of common enemies in this area.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the main reason that going to Dungeon 6 first is that if you beat Dungeon 4 before getting the level 2 bracelet, then when you go on like the southern half of the world map, then a ghost will appear, and you're forced to do a side quest before you can go to any other dungeons. So you want to go to Dungeon 6 to get that first, to get the bracelet first before going to Dungeon 4 at all. So yeah, that was an excellent Armos maze there. So you can use your shield to push some of the...
Okay, hold up. I need to hear this.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, you need the music.
Nice, okay.
Nice work. Yeah, I get, yeah, we usually generally use the music or audio cue for when to start the fight to start damaging the Armos Knight right away.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So you have to hit him with either spin slashes or dash boots when you have level 1 sword. So, yeah, so it takes 6 hits to kill.
So normally you need the items from the 4th and 5th dungeon in order to get to the 6th dungeon, but we're going to be doing a trick called Jesus Jump, so you want to explain how Jesus Jump works?
Yeah, sure. Alright, now that we're out of Armos Maze, yeah, so Jesus Jump, so same with when M-Chan cancelled falling into the pit for Villa Skip, then you can also cancel drowning in water or lava, and by pausing on the same frame, and during that frame, Link is also standing on the water or lava, and so you can screen transition or you have 1 frame to buffer a jump as well if you after the pause, and yeah, with that you can transition down onto that onto an unoccupied tile and make your way towards Dungeon 6. Also making Bow Wow eat the cutscene there.
Yep, that saves 6 seconds. And it also increases our kill count.
Yep. Yeah, so many times I've had runs where I was exactly on the kill count, and then I made him eat the cutscene and then get the piece of power there.
Yeah, I wanted a piece of power there, so this tells me that I'm behind my kill count.
Yeah. By a couple. So, yeah, guessing maybe Bow Wow didn't eat a lot of enemies in the overworld as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's one of the hard parts about this category. Sometimes you can't always control where you want your kills to be because Bow Wow does influence your kill count.
Yep.
So it can be one of the more frustrating parts about running this. All right, let's see if I can get one right here. Nope. Okay.
Oh.
Still behind.
Yeah, and I haven't been keeping count, so I have no idea where your kill count's at either. And yeah, this tile room, there's not really a way to speed up this room by much. Well, the door opens when all the tiles are cleared, so you know, you want to get rid of the last couple as quick as possible. Which, nice, just using the sword. And then this room is actually easier because you don't have piece of power to bump that that Wizrobe downwards towards that bomb. So that was a perfect room. Normally, because of the extra knockback effect from piece of power.
Okay, I actually have a feeling that my piece of power got overwritten by. Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind. Oh wow, I'm really far behind now. Okay.
Oh my gosh, they canceled your super. But yeah, that is really far behind on kills though. That's
yeah.
crazy.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to kill a lot of things.
Yeah, I thought that maybe it got overwritten by the Wizrobes before you got the level 2 bracelet, but yeah, it just ended up being just really far behind on kills.
Okay, nice.
Alright, excellent. So yeah, it's a 3-pixel window to do that super jump, particularly. And kind of doing the dungeon in backwards order, so we got the Nightmare Key through a series of...
Alright, anybody in chat want to guess horse heads? Yeah, I have a 25% chance for both of them to stand up.
Yep. Take your guesses.
Third try coming.
Guessing, second try.
Fourth, okay.
Try. Yeah. So, about average. Nice. I'm not sure what the world record is for horse heads there.
It's 32 by Carbone.
Okay, so it is 32.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 30 something because I thought I remembered hearing that number. Carbone. That's cool. Old school legend. Yeah, mine's my highest is like 20 in like 3 different marathon runs it's happened. And yeah, you lose about a second per horse head. But anyway, this boss here, the facade, you can get 3 hits in because his hurtbox is active before the fight starts, before his text comes up, so you can make this basically a 2-cycle fight instead of a 5-cycle. So,
yeah, very cool fight.
Broken game.
Okay, so because I do not have the items from the 4th and 5th dungeon, I still have to get out of the 6th dungeon somehow, and that's by doing a lot of Jesus jumps all in a row. So this is like the scariest part. I'm gonna focus until I get out. So we'll see what happens. Also, there's a bomb trigger that you can go for that saves 2 seconds here, but I'm gonna forgo it in an attempt to save bombs.
Okay, reasonable. Yeah, so the Jesus jumps here, yeah, you ideally don't want to have too many extra pauses, so, yeah, because you lose about 2 seconds per extra pause, so.
That one was bad. Okay.
Alright, overall pretty
Okay,
good.
nice. Yeah, that
Nice.
that first pause was a bit bad, but every other pause was good.
Yeah, like generally, yeah, you got like 1 frame perfect, and then I think most were like
Yeah, I had a couple frame
1 frame
perfects,
early.
actually. But yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then, yeah, just the first one was like 3 frames early, but yeah,
Yeah.
that happens though.
Alright, so you want to explain
That one's
bomb
harder
triggers?
to
This is
see.
actually our first bomb trigger of the run, so you want to explain how bomb triggers work?
Oh my gosh, that's true. We used to no whoop instead of no swoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so bomb trigger. So if you get 2 bombs on the screen, which normally is not intended, then the game it triggers the first sprite slot on that screen, which is usually tied to a cutscene. So you can either activate the cutscene or skip the cutscene in most cases. And for this one particularly, the walrus skip, there's additional tech you need to do. So you want to be on a specific pixel, because it'll try to play another cutscene where Rabbit will come talk to Marin, who's not there, and then I heard because you have Bow Wow with you, then the game makes you stuck there and like never plays. So you end up getting soft locked if you don't leave that screen at the same time that the cutscene's trying to play. But so M-Chan was able to walk off screen, then walk back on, and it was the cutscene was skipped without soft lock in there. And there we have yeah, I don't know why shooting 2 arrows there gives you a key, but
Yeah. You also saw me arbitrarily go inside that cave, and that's because I could not use any of my buttons as a side effect of that specific bomb trigger.
oh yeah, that as well. Yeah, none of them work, like A, B, start, select, so yeah, in most categories you either need to do a like a full map transition, so like entering a house or a cave, or you can also die as well.
Yeah.
Which in some other categories
But
it's faster.
yeah, but death abusing is not allowed in this category.
Yep.
Alright, so now we are going to the 4th dungeon. It's a bit of a long way there.
Yeah, so yeah, what was I gonna say here? Yeah, it's also just like pure like boots movement. Some more tech with the boots in this game is that it takes a bit of time to charge up, so you want to start charging your boots dash as you're taking around corners. So that once you're around the corner, then you'll start the boots dash like immediately. Also racking up the kills with that rock thing. I see you. Yeah. Since we mentioned how you're behind on kills, so yeah, which makes it kind of dicey whether you'll get it in Dungeon 5 or not, or
Yeah.
get it really late.
It's also worth noting that the criteria for Piece of Power just to appear increases the more hearts you have. So it's every 3 heart containers, then it increases by 5. So when I completed the first 3 dungeons, I needed 35 kills.
Yep. I forgot about that again. Every time. Yeah, I just do the muscle memory, but this time I'm gonna keep note of that because I always forget every time. Yeah, and then oh, in addition, whenever a Guardian Acorn drops, that it also doesn't count towards your kill count. So
yeah,
that can also be a problem. Yeah, which if you're able to do like
I'm too low.
Damage boosts. Yeah, so we have some tech that tech that shows whether a run is valid or not. I
have another chance, so maybe I'll make up for it.
We'll make it half valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an obstacle skip, so you can jump around that obstacle that the last obstacle that he ran through, and saves like a quarter of a second, I think.
Yeah.
I've heard different numbers. I've heard half a second, I've heard quarter, I've heard 10 frames, so I'm actually not sure what the actual number is. And yeah, so ideally you need to blow up this block. There is an alternate trick you can do where you can Jesus jump to clip down into the cracked block without bombing it and pushing it, which if you get a frame perfect pause on the water, then it saves 1 second and saves a bomb and arrow, but for every frame off you're on that, then you lose time. So, and then yeah, doing another Jesus jump to do a major skip for this dungeon. So
yeah, you skip having to fight the mini boss here.
Yep. Yeah, we skipped I forgot the mini boss's name actually.
Cue ball.
Cue ball, thank you. Yeah, so the first of well, we'll only see cue ball once in this run, so
yeah,
which not there because we skipped it. So now here we're gonna do a P-hat clink to nice work to get up to this nightmare key early to skip another one of those flashing tile puzzles, and skipping having to go into a 2D section.
All right, hardest boss in the game.
All right, I'll be quiet for this one.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, so there is like one little bit of difficult part for that fight actually. If you're when you're doing the spin slash, you want to hit him with the spin slash and then pause so that when you open your menu, you'll skip his text talking to you.
Yeah.
Since you need to equip your bomb arrows anyway, so you have to not be too early so that you don't accidentally like cancel your spin slash, but also not be too late so that the text comes up. And then yeah, two bomb arrows down on his head, and it's an easy kill after that spin slash.
Yeah, so normally the ghost appears, but for whatever reason, having the more powerful bracelet from Face Shrine actually disables the flag for the ghost to appear. So we can actually go straight to the 5th dungeon, and it saves 3 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Because after this, when M-Chan took this warp tile here, then yeah, normally if you didn't have level 2 bracelet, the ghost would appear right there, and then yeah, you'd have to do a kind of long side quest for him, which we pretty much only do in Hundo. No wrong warp, no out of bounds.
Yeah.
Because there's a requirement in that category.
Yeah. Yeah, in terms of major categories, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I guess Lichless probably have to do it, I'd assume. I actually don't know though. I haven't played that category. Alright, so Dungeon 5. Actually my favorite dungeon in all the main any percent categories. Because yeah, there's a lot of I don't know, just like a lot of like fighting and like killing enemies, and I feel like the movement is like pretty cool throughout this dungeon. But there's a ton of like enemy RNG because of like just how the enemies move are random. But I don't know, it just feels very active, like going through this dungeon, which I like a lot. Alright, good piece of power. Like,
Yeah,
really
so piece of power lasts until you get hit 3 times.
Yeah.
So I already got hit once, so that's not a good start, and it's really easy to get hit in this dungeon.
Yeah, exactly. Especially due to, yeah, enemy RNG and, like, tight tricks. Yeah, I think the things that don't count when you get hit for your piece of power is, like, falling into pits, and then, I'm not sure if it's some specific enemies in, like, the 2D sections that make
Spikes.
it not happen. Oh. Oh, yeah, spikes, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, nice quick kill there on Master Stalfos 1. So, normally, you're supposed to do, I think 3 hits, and then he'll run away. 3 bomb hits. But, yeah, if you damage him enough, you can actually kill him and have him drop a key. But, the future Master Stalfos is still appeared, so here's Master Stalfos 2 anyway. But getting that key makes you be able to do a different end route for this dungeon. Which saves about 3 seconds over the old route without the quick kill. Yeah, so you're gonna be doing some cheese with this block over here. Take this Zol from the wrong side. And then Master Stalfos 3 here. And yeah, so Master Stalfos 2 and 3, yeah, you just need 2 bomb hits to make him run away. And for me here, like whenever I'm trying to keep the piece of power, usually this like water section is like kind of the scary part for me. A lot of times you'll end up damage boosting off of that first blooper. What
Nice.
Yo, excellent.
That trick is much easier with piece of power.
We have conflicting opinions on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
for
jump
me, it's
farther
like
and you have
harder.
a larger like pixel window.
True. So it actually is like mechanically easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I end up like whenever I try to do the setup for the jump, I like often misface it. But I think it's because I'm like trying to like move continuously while charging the boot stash. Kind of the same as like any percent no boot, but
Okay.
all right, nice. Yeah, the RNG I guess wasn't great with the helmet sword there, but it's pretty common to not get good RNG on those guys. It's like kind of a stinker in this dungeon. Alright, so Master Stalfos 4, and once he's taken down with three bombs, then gonna get the hook shot. So another pretty big movement item. So crossing large gaps and stuff like that. So additionally, these Helmasaur enemies, you can also kill them easier with the hook shot too, which helps a lot. Yeah, just like shooting them in the back or the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gonna be coming close to the end of using the piece of power.
Okay, losing piece of power there is not bad because I want to lose piece of power after that point anyway.
Yeah, so clipping through this block right here. So you can clip into the block and then like shoot your hook shot rapidly to clip inside it, and then that Zol that he shot with the hook shot afterwards, you'd usually like probably take a hit there to purposely lose your piece of power after, because the extra knockback effect causing extra hit stun on this boss will make it RNG.
Yeah, it makes it harder.
Yep. So this boss takes 8 hits to kill, no matter how strong your sword is. So yeah, so without the piece of power, you can usually get 4 to 6 hits in, and per cycle. So yeah, ideally you want to do like 4 and 4 or like 5 and 3 or something like that. So easy does it right there.
Yeah, if you're really good, you can get a 5 hit per cycle.
Yep.
But that's really hard to do. All right. So we were a little bit out of order. Now we're going back in order in terms of dungeon order.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah. So initially for Hundo, where usually there's a bid wars we have for this game, like red tunic versus blue tunic. Having red tunic there for that boss fight could also potentially lose you time because it still takes 8 hits to kill him. Well, anyway, back to this category. Well, yeah, something also to point out. So during that swimming part in the 2D section, so Enchan matching jumps with the feather, as he probably heard audibly, does help you actually go faster there. And then yeah, gonna head over to, well, on the way to Dungeon 7, gonna be also doing major trick, which often can be a run killer, called Rooster Skip. So after the second visit through Swag Cave, which will be putting all the pressure to see if Enchan gets obstacle skip here or not. I'm just teasing you. But yeah, with that, so a trick called Rooster Skip, which, oh my gosh, a piece of power. I can't believe you're not taking it. I'm kidding. Yeah, what was I saying? With the Rooster Skip, so with the hook shot, when the hook shot comes back to Link, there's one frame where he can jump, even if you're over a pit or water or lava, and with that we can skip over the large gap. Nice obstacle skip. Validating the run. And yeah, so normally you need the rooster to fly over this like large curved gap towards the bird key, but yeah, as Rooster Skip implies, we're not going to do that because it's really far out of the way, because you need Ocarina, you need Song 3, and then you have to wake up the rooster, revive the rooster, and all that. So, you can do this trick to make it more sane to do, I guess. You can pause buffer up to when the hookshot touches Link's nose, and then you can do one
nice, that was really good.
Yeah, that was quick. That was only like 2 extra pauses total for the buffered stretch. So.
Yeah,
that was really good. And yeah, so out of a map buffer, you can buffer your jump with feather. So it's a good visual cue if you're doing the buffered strat there. And I mean, it loses like what, 2 seconds per extra pause, so it's like,
yeah. So ideally,
not that huge for
ideally it's 8 seconds plus. So yeah,
exactly.
And
then yeah,
I like consistency, so you know.
Yep. Exactly, because if you're doing it unbuffered, it's like you, yeah, it's a frame perfect trick that you have to do twice. But fortunately, you can get multiple chances, because if you don't get the jump, you can shoot your hook shot again, as long as you don't fall into a pit. So you can keep trying a bunch of times.
Yeah, it's actually not as hard as it seems, because as long as you're not in the center of the tile, then you won't fall in.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's still a hard trick.
And the other thing is that if you take too long, generally, like most of the time, Bow Wow will probably get in your way and start blocking.
Yeah.
Your hook shot. So
that was another cutscene that which again saves 6 seconds.
Yep. You have to manipulate, for that one you have to kind of manipulate Bow Wow to eat it by, so you throw the rock, and then you have to wait a little bit until the rock particles disappear from the rock shattering, and then touch the key block, and it'll usually make Bow Wow eat the cutscene. And then, since the stairs don't spawn, like the dungeon entrance doesn't spawn, you have to like leave the screen, then go back on, so. Alright, so here we're gonna be, doing some bomb triggers, so, again, with getting 2 bombs on screen at the same time, so if you're able to match fast enough over pits or at the edge of a screen when you're transitioning, then you can do a bomb trigger. And the pillar getting destroyed is also tied to a cutscene, so you can yeah, not have to go over to the couple rooms to the right to get the metal ball that you have to normally throw into the pillars. It's another thing for casual players doing a blind playthrough that takes like really long to figure out for most people is like how to get the ball to some of those pillars. Alright, so gonna hit this switch because it's a way to get access to this upper floor, and be trying for a what's called a naked super jump. So on the bottom floor, we want one of these Goombas to go to the top part of the bottom floor and go to the right so that you can do a super jump. Okay, one of them did it. And fortunately, if you're slightly low and get stuck on the stairs, you can use your boots to dash out to get unstuck most of the time. And yeah, again, because of those enemies can move one of 4 directions, and you have like a 1 in 4 chance for them to move to the right. If they move up, they could also get a roll to move to the right as well afterwards. But if not, then you can just reset the room and try again. So,
oh, what?
I had the same thing happen when I was practicing.
Alright, I'm
Okay. You use a couple more bombs.
Dang.
Yeah. When
this also means I need to get extra bombs in the next dungeon.
Yeah. Actually, it doesn't take too long, but
that was the main reason why I didn't go for that one bomb the bomb trigger after Face Shrine earlier. But oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, using the 3 bombs. Yeah, so I guess you're exactly 1 bomb short then, because of that. Or kind of. But yeah, fortunately the detour to get the bombs,
yeah, it's about it's a 5-second detour. Yeah. So I would have still saved 3 seconds if I didn't have to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And then since there's also arrows there, that can be more insurance for the final boss too.
Yeah.
Grabbing this back up, so
yeah,
it does help for the marathon save at least.
So what I did there was if you open the save menu as you're falling down, then you will not fall straight into that pit. Otherwise, if I did, then I would have to climb the mountain all over again and do another obstacle skip.
Yeah, which loses like a minute. Might be a bit less than a minute, but it's pretty long. You like really don't want to have that happen. Yeah, you also can't be holding a direction to be able to open the save clip menu. So yeah, make sure you're not holding down or left when you jump off. Alright, so there's a Marin skip. So if you end up being too high and talking to her, then yeah, you lose about 40 seconds from like text from talking to her, and then her dad, and then the owl will come and talk to you. So yeah, you can just jump below her instead. Getting trolled a bit by these boulders, but
yeah,
it's pretty common.
And the Moldorm.
And the mini troll dorm.
Alright, so I didn't get the mirror shield from Eagle Tower, so how am I gonna get past this part?
I wonder.
Easy.
Yeah, so it's good that I didn't get double hit too.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you can prevent yourself from getting knocked back by clipping into the wall and getting hit by the flame fountain. Which oh, and another bomb trigger here to get into Dungeon 8 early. And but yeah, even in Hundo, where you get the mirror shield, you would still do that flame skip because it's just faster than using the shield even to block it. So yeah, so with the bomb trigger, and we skip needing the Frog Song of Soul to revive the Turtle Rock head. And some weird quirk about it also is that, like, if you bomb trigger to revive it, it has only 1 health, but then also it still always respawns after you kill it or leave the room, if you did it via bomb trigger, which is really weird. So there, M-Chan did what's called a bookshot clip. So if you have, you need to have hookshot on B and feather on A, and if you press both of them on the same frame, then Link will get pulled in twice as fast when he hooks onto something. And There's like a 2-pixel gap where you can clip through that key block and skip like needing to do a very long puzzle to get a key.
And the reason that works is because one of the buttons take priority if you press both of them on the same frame.
Yeah, the A button has priority, so it presses first.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it has to be even though you like buffered both together out of the pause. Yeah, so yeah, another super jump to skip a chunk of the dungeon, and then doing this Jesus jump with a block push on lava to to get the that's the backup bombs we were talking about. So got some bombs and arrows as well. So M-Chan would have skipped that if didn't have to refight the evil eagle in dungeon 7. And then yeah, with the magic rod or the wang, as we also call it, you can what's it called? You can kill the that one jerk, the Vire, because he'll like he'll run away pretty easily if you try to like swing your sword at him. But yeah, you can catch him with the magic rod before he starts to be a troll. And then yeah, Cue Ball was down, so that was the mini boss that M-Chan skipped in Dungeon 4. And then this Roomba room here to get the Nightmare Key. So you have to fill out all the pit tiles. There's a lot of different ways that you can do that puzzle in runs. So with the speedrun guide on a Google Doc, I just copied one of the one of the GIFs that I saw that was in it. So there's a lot of different solutions to that room that you can do. Alright, so map buffer to skip the text for the boss. I've always been pausing to skip
not good.
Boss text. Yeah, just barely missing that shot. So yeah, so normally it takes about
2 cycles still good.
Nice. Yeah, it takes about 5 hits to break his shell with the magic rod, and then after he's vulnerable from the shell break, then you can then 2 more magic rod shots will kill him. You can also save about 3 seconds if you open your save quit menu on the same frame that you get the final hit, and skip his text there. But same thing, if you're early going for the text skip, then you lose about 2 seconds per extra pause. So if you're 1 frame early, you can still save a little bit of time on that. Or I heard it's more like 1.8 seconds, but we just rounded up, I guess.
So we now complete 8 dungeons, but how are we gonna beat the game? We didn't get the Ocarina, nor did we do the trade quest to get the magnifying lens. How are we gonna finish the game?
Right? Yeah, so yeah, not having exactly. No Song 1, no Ocarina, so as usual, trusty bomb triggers coming up. So yeah, just lining up with the screen transition up here, and then yet again buffering buffering bombs up there. So I'll be quiet for the music here.
Okay, so when you if you don't read the book in the library, then the egg puzzle is actually always the same. It is left, up, right, up, left, up, in that order, every single time. And then we have the nightmare fight. So you want to talk about the nightmare fight? It's gonna go by pretty quickly.
Yeah, so there's a lot to unpack here for this fight. So you're gonna be starting off with trying to do a bomb trigger, where you're gonna be matching bombs as you fall into the room for the fight, and then as long as you don't move diagonally, then you can keep the manipulation going. So it sets the first blob phase to a specific coordinates at the top of the screen, and you can line up your sword to hit at the first pixel of the sword.
I don't think. I think I failed already.
I think you're fine. I could be wrong though. Unless you did a diagonal movement.
No, I did a second spin slash.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That should be fine, but I hope I'm not making up things.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, pretty sure you were supposed to be lined up with the wall on that one. So I'm using the Ballbuster app, so it's like looking. Oh shoot. Maybe I should have said it sooner though, my bad. But yeah, so if you end up getting blue balled here, then it takes about 8 seconds per cycle, and stuck at a 50-50 for getting energy balls or blue balls. So yeah, I got a couple extra blue balls here. And then yeah, with Moldorm phase here, if you hit him before he starts moving, you can stun lock him, and it also like bypasses most of his iframes as well, so you can just like spam your sword and hit him 15 plus times to kill him. There's 16 health, but you can.
Hold
you
up.
started with the spin slash.
Okay.
Oh, that
Released it a little bit too early. That's okay.
Sheesh. All right, so final phase. So yeah, Death Eye. For different names. Yeah, so it's RNG how long he takes to open his eye, and needs 16 arrow shots. So you'll ideally want to get 4 arrows per cycle. When he's vulnerable is like really awkward. It's like so easy to shoot early by accident. So all right, nice. So yeah, it was like a pretty moderate like 5 seconds. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he didn't take like ultra long for like his cycles, which is nice, but.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, time comes up when the screen fades to white at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Time.
Okay,
right,
so it
nice
says
run.
56:35, but I may have to retime it on my own end because I did pause a little bit when we had all those like tech issues early on in the run. All those tech issues kind of distracted me from having a pretty rough beginning, but we made it up as we got the run going. So, you know, really happy with how the rest of the run went past the beginning.
Yeah, it's like not too bad. It was probably what like 2 to 3 minutes behind your PB or something.
About a couple minutes.
And yeah, way underestimate. So
way underestimate. Yeah, I gave a pretty generous estimate. This is a pretty tough category, but very rewarding when you get a run going for this. You know, I still got 2 more runs left, but I do want to thank Ryan for joining with me. Oh, it went offline. They're switching restreamers, I think.
Okay, with that, all right, I better run.
Okay, all right, but yeah, thank you.
Hey, no problem. Yeah, I was looking at the time and I saw the bus is coming in 5 minutes. I'm gonna change clothes and run.
Yeah.
All right, again, GG, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, no problem. Catch you later.